you mentioned Tierra Brown, and I've interviewed her numerous times. She's a police officer.
Yes.
I've obviously, to prepare for this interview, I've gone up and down through your Instagram and whatever else I can find on you. And I've seen you post about the Black Lives Matters movement as it pertains to social injustice, as it pertains to America in 2020. Have you and Tierra Brown had any conversations that if you had, that you can share publicly?
Yes. So I'm going to be starting Real Beast Talk podcast really soon. So check it out because it's definitely going to come pretty soon. I'm going to do my first interview. It's going to be probably within the next 2 weeks or so. And Tierra's going to be one of my guests. But absolutely, we talk about that. I'm sorry, I don't got the coronavirus. I sound a little bit hoarse. It's not funny. It's not funny. But I didn't feel that good today. So my voice is not, guys, my voice is not this deep. For real.
Can you see the comments? Can you see the comments?
No.
I can't see the comments? Oh, click comments in the thing and you'll see it.
Okay, I got to see the
comments. They love you in the chat. Oh man.
Yeah, I love them. I love my people. They
I don't know.
I get to see y'all. I finally get to see it.
They coming. They coming. So your hands are full now.
Yes, my hands is full. I'm trying to watch this and listen. But okay, so shout out to my best friend Tierra Brown. She's a Black woman. She's a police officer, and I literally legit call her sometime, and it makes me cry because when she wanted to be a police officer, I was like, "Why you want to be a police officer?" Like I wasn't really understanding. She said, "Well, how else are we going to see some type of change if we don't get in there on the front lines?" And I said, she's absolutely right. And it's really hard as a Black woman being a police officer. She said, because I feel like, Rock, I feel like I get it from both ends. I got people that see me on the job and they like, you a traitor, you a coward. And then she said, I'm out here trying to do the right thing. And she is one of the people that has the biggest hearts that I've ever met. That's why she's one of my best friends. And it's a very slippery slope. It's very challenging. And she says, I would never allow somebody to hurt somebody on my watch. And so, I tip my hat to her. I love her because she trains, full time, super hard, and then turn around and do 14-hour, 12-hour shifts. And so, it's very challenging. I told her that I wanted her to come on my show. I wanted her to be one of my first guests because she needs to tell it from her side and from the inside of being a police officer, being a Black woman, being a Black person, and what it feels like. So stay tuned, guys, because it's coming soon. I'm trying to do better. I'm not over the top when it comes to social media, but I want to do better because I think that I got some important things to talk about, and I think some people want to hear it.
Yeah,
right, you guys.
Yeah. No, you've been very firm. No, you've been very firm on social media. And what type of systemic changes do you think we need?
I think that, for one, Black people need to get into the habit of spending with Blacks. Like the Black economic dollar matters. You can't be shouting out Black Lives Matter and turn around and spend all of your money every other place and not really keep Black dollars within the Black community. And so I think that one thing needs to happen is we need to get out of the crabs in the barrel mentality. Love on each other, support on each other. If somebody send me a like, I'm liking it. If you send me something and I can afford it, I'm buying it. If I can shout you out, I'm showing you some love. Get out. You know what I'm saying? This hate is in the way. And then, you know what I'm saying? Once we start loving each other, because it's like I told my sister, she told me she was laughing at me. She told me she was crazy because I was really, really upset when I seen the George Floyd thing. And she was like, well, what you think? I said, man, I'm running up on the police. Get the fuck out. Get up off of him. I don't want to sit there with my camera out. That's why I got into boxing. I told y'all, came a long way. But, but we must matter to each other as well. Amen. We must, and I can't stress that enough because I'm from San Francisco. I'm from Hunters Point. A 6-year-old little baby just got murdered. Oh, Jace, Jace Young just got murdered a block away from where my mother lives, a block away from where my 6-year-old nephew is having summer vacation. And if his life don't matter to us, then how are we going to be talking about Black Lives Matter to these police? It's equal. We got to get it together. If you in the community and you not for the community, you got to go. It's two different sides of us. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not for the movement, if you're not for the people, you got to go. Even if you share the same color skin as me, if you're not for the movement, you got to go. Period. If you disrupting our communities, if you killing our communities, you got to go. And I'm not going to turn the other cheek. I'm not going to not say nothing because his life matters. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Black lives matter when these police kill us. Period. But we got to matter to each other. And I think that the police need to definitely go through more psychological training. They need to be, y'all got them under the lie detector test asking them about if they smoke weed. You ask them, how do you feel about the KKK? You ask them how you feel about Black people. You ask them how you feel about racism, and how do you look at this color of skin, or, at this person's skin. You ask them some real stuff besides if they smoke some weed. Who cares if they smoke some weed or smoke some dope? How do you feel about these people? That's what we need to know. What's your history? What's your lineage? Your family KKK, what I'm saying? What you about? We need to know some real stuff. And then also, once you get into the forest, teach them. Matter of fact, police officers, hire me. I teach y'all how to fight. For real, I'll be training. I teach y'all, hire me. I teach the whole academy now how to fight. So maybe if y'all know how to fight, then y'all wouldn't be so quick to pull out these guns. Because there's no reason why you on this force, you in these high pressure situations that you're supposed to be trained for, and you don't know how to fight. What is the point of that? And then also, some therapy. And to my people, therapy is okay. Speaking out, talking about how you feeling, it's okay. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about mental health. Let's talk about real issues that we're dealing with so we can get better and we can grow. Okay, I'm done preaching, y'all.
No. The big dog. We'll get to that question in a second. He wanted to ask about Alejandro Jimenez. We'll get there.
Officer, who's that boy? Wait a minute. You look like boy.
What happened to that boy?
Yeah, I don't know. Did y'all say I sound like her? I'm just playing. But no. No, I'm being serious.
What should we do the first week of November? Joe Biden. What should we do the first week of November as a Black person going into the polls? Should we vote for Biden? Should we vote for Trump? Should we vote for Kanye? Should we not vote?
You know what? I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna just keep it real. My little views are a little off.
No,
and I'm not gonna say our votes don't matter, but we need to start working on our own. We need to work on our own, because if we expecting them to save us with these votes, it ain't gonna happen. And I mean, Biden's here, Trump is there. Apples, oranges. Is that really going to help me as a Black woman? Is that really going to help me launch my Black business? Is that really going to help me in my community? I don't know. I think that vote for whoever you're going to vote for. I'm just going to try to do my part. I don't know. It's like goddamn picking like one bad day over another. I don't know. I think they all trash. I think politics are trash. And I think that Blacks should vote as one. I do think that we should kind of figure it out. But I think more importantly than the president, I think we need to get into the voting in our cities. These mayors, these supervisors, these tax laws, all of this stuff that really, really affects us, firsthand. Now, the president and all of that is like, no, we need to be voting for the House, voting for the Senate, voting on these laws, voting on all of these different reforms that's really going to affect us. And the president does affect us too, but we got to get involved. We got to get more informed on what's really going on. And it's not just the president. And I also think Black dollars matter. Support each other, because when you got dollars, then you got the power. That's just like how you don't see the police killing no Jewish people.
Big.
You don't see them killing none of white because they people not having it. So we need to get out of our rah and get really serious about it and strategic about it. Like, you kill one of us and we ain't spending $1. And I hear people say, oh, I'm not my ancestors. Nah, you're not your ancestors, because our ancestors didn't get on them buses for a year if it took that for them to get those changes that they needed to happen. Our ancestors pulled that money together and made some stuff happen and really made changes. And so out here, it's like you got a lot of people that act like they tough, but when it's really time to get to it, you're not tough. Because my sister was laughing at me, but I've been at the gun range. I've been buying me some pistols. I've been, and you ain't the pretty beast ain't just a boxer.
No, you absolutely
I ain't playing. I'm finna buy a 57 Ruger, and it's real pretty. And I think that women, and if there's some ladies on here, they gonna probably tell me, but I don't care. This is how I feel. If you dating, I think you should not go on a date on a new date without no pistol in your purse. So guys, just know, if I go on a date with you, I'm probably gonna be strapped up, because we matter. So I ain't going on no more dates without my 22 in my purse. And I can fight too, but that's that on that. Yeah, go to the range. Learn how to shoot.
No, I couldn't agree with you more in terms of protecting ourselves to the fullest extent of the law. I couldn't agree with you more. And I agree with you too, because that is a topic of conversation on this channel quite often politics. You know what I mean? It's a barbershop, man. We talk shit and swallow spit here every night. You know what I mean? And I tell people all the time, well, every night, that it's like the lesser of the two evils. Joe Biden told me to my face, "You ain't black if you don't vote for him." I'm like, nigga,
You
what?
ain't black? Like what, fool?
Nigga, what?
Like, don't even talk to us like that. You ain't invited to the cookout. Ain't none of y'all come to the cookout. We going to the cookout together. Get your ass up out of here. But
see, if a white professor told us that, if a white teacher told us that, we'll be running to the highest of the, oh, this teacher said this, but because he's a politician and they say he's the lesser of the two evils, we got to vote for him. And then Donald Trump. I mean, enough has been said about Donald Trump. You know what I mean?
Donald Trump is a wild boy.
Yeah,
this whole time right now was a very interesting time to be alive. But like, I don't think that Biden is no better than Trump. I don't think none of that. I mean, like I said, I think that we need to get back into we need to get into homeschooling. We need to get into growing our own food, you know, making sure that we know how to fight, we know how to shoot. We need to take back our own communities and stop waiting for them. Like, have you seen these cities for sale? We need to pool our money together and buy a city and make our own city, make it happen. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got white friends, I got friends of all different races, but I'm still black. Every morning I wake up, I'm a black woman. So I'm always gonna love on my people, and you know, me being pro-black is not anti-white.
Yeah, you're right. See,
it is what it is.
Yeah, and Terrence Bailey said, "Oh, we can talk that. Oh, we can talk beast on that for sure.
We can, Terrence.
You know what I mean, and the great Drew Titan says she's
absolutely right
too, and got hands. You sure not?
Sure do. And then it was funny. My sister, I told them, like, let's go to the shooting range, and I took, you know, my sisters and, you know, all my ladies to the shooting range. And at first, you know, they was a little bit nervous, and we the only black women in there. But when you go to the shooting range, you realize everybody else is learning. The whole family is in there, from the kids to the wives to the husbands. They all in there. Where we at? So when my ladies in there, we know how to cock them things. But we know. I brought my 6-year-old nephew. He was in there banging an AR-15.
I saw
my
that.
whole family gonna be ready. You know, we need to educate ourselves and get out the habit of thinking that guns are bad. No, stupid people with guns are bad, but protecting your family ain't bad. Protecting your household is not bad. Educating yourself is not bad because everybody else doing it. Why aren't we?
Nah. That's stone cold fact. You want to take phone calls and stuff from the fans?
Yeah.